You are not a passenger in your life. You are the driver. You get to choose the direction of your life, how long you're going to spend there, where you're going, and who you're going with. You are not a victim. You get to choose. It may be unfamiliar for you to be decisive and assertive and clear, but if you don't develop those skills of discernment, decisiveness, and self-confidence, and the ability to listen to what your heart tells you, you will forever feel victimized, and it'll be easier for you to blame whatever's happening out in the world over there, and you will get lost in all of that. So I hope to encourage you with these simple, practical tips of how you can get your own power back. We often get so affected by something that's happening over there in the external world. And emotionally and energetically, we get thrown about from this to that, and it ends up being an emotional roller coaster ride. We feel victimized, and we think that we need to wait until the external world, our circumstances, are perfect, and then we're going to be feeling good. But our point of power lies in deciding that we are going to feel good, and we are going to hold that frequency of feeling good no matter what. No matter what someone says to you, you get to choose how you feel about what happened. Set the intention for the day, and you will be challenged. And it's not going to be easy at first, but you will be able to hold that space. And the longer you're able to sit in that space and just observe and not attach to the drama, to the conflict, to things that trigger you, you'll realize how powerful you are in your energy and in your ability to hold your own frequency. And those of us who have been through narcissistic relationships will recognize one of the biggest things that we learnt and how we psychologically survived those relationships is because we developed that ability to unflinchingly hold our space. We were no longer willing to be drawn into a chaos that they were trying to pull us into. And I believe that this is a tremendous gift and a skill that we learnt that we can take with us everywhere. And observe the people, the conversations that trigger your guilt, that you're somehow being selfish by taking care of the way you feel. And notice that is guilt tripping that you do not have to buy into, because you love yourself enough to no longer spend 3 hours in guilt or in shame or worthlessness or somehow feeling that you're not good enough because you are not bleeding out to some drama or chaos that is occurring over there, and one that you will probably pay for energetically because you're going to be utterly exhausted for the next 3 days. I mean, how many times have we done that? I know I've certainly done it enough times to realize that taking care of how you feel is actually your most powerful point, and it's also exactly what you need to do to be able to be of service to humanity. We cannot get depressed enough to ease someone else's depression. We can only be present for them and allow them to experience what they need to experience, what's relevant for them. Sometimes when we buy into that energy that isn't ours, we're actually interfering with their process. And when we do that, it usually indicates that we have unresolved triggers, and that something about their experience over there is triggering something in us that we may not be conscious of. When we lose our ability to focus and to be grounded and to hold our energy, we cannot help anybody. And every emotion or whatever someone else is going through is relevant for them. It doesn't need our judgment. It doesn't mean that we're unloving or we're not compassionate. Yes, empathize with that person, but don't get dragged in to what's going on for them. In that space where you're able to hold your energy and you're grounded, you can help to energetically transmute some of that energy that's going on. And a lot of the times people will come to us because of our innate ability to do that. And you'll notice people will just come to you and they will tell you their problems. And then they'll say, oh, I feel so much better because I spoke to you. And then we walk away and we need to have a nap. So that's what's occurring energetically, because you're not aware of what's actually happening. It's an energetic exchange. But if you're conscious of it and you set the intention that you will hold the space, you will be present for this person, for whatever is going on over there, you get to choose how much of that you want to take on, if you're able to. And the clearer that we're able to remain of what's ours and what's theirs, the more powerful you actually are.